And a super good morning to each and every single one of you. And I've got a horrible looking wall there behind me, not the ideal backdrop for a Saturday morning video. But if I just go past this hedge, swing that, doesn't that look so much better? Anyway, greetings to all of you. And unlike normal, I've got a card with a couple of points that I want to raise because today is the 31st of August, which means that I can tell you that my word count for August is done and dusted. I can also tell you that I have the Content Warrior Challenge coming up tomorrow, which I'm doing my own slightly more extreme version of, because why not? But anyway, let me just bring you up to speed as far as the month of August is concerned. Word count for the month of August, and I'm reading straight from my card so I don't make a mistake. 86,609 words for the month of August. I know that today isn't finished, but the remainder of today is going to be taken up by a couple of cover designs for the last two books in the series, as well as formatting those last two books into a Kindle format so that I can upload those to Amazon. So there's not going to be any additional words added to the total. But anyway, speaking about the Content Warrior Challenge that is for the month of September, the traditional Income School Content Warrior Challenge is to knock out 30 videos or 60,000 words of content. That's 2,000 words a day. I'm setting myself a goal of 15 videos, and instead of the word or, I'm saying and 100,000 words of written content. So I'm looking at writing 100,000 words for the month of August, and 100,000 words works out at 3,353 words average per day. So as long as I hit for myself to start off with 3,400 words or more per day, so I can be above that 3,333, I should be well on track to be able to hit the 100,000 words. Now the question is, which one of you content creators out there is going to be doing this with me? Who's going to be looking at the month of September to absolutely, massively ramp up your content creation? And the reason why we want to do this in the month of September is that everything that you push out now in the month of September has a way of fully ranking itself through the various search engines by the time we get to the month of November. And we all know that the months of November and December carry maximum ad rates. So the more you can pump out now, the higher your ad rate advertising earnings are going to be over the course of November and December. Give me a moment while I switch hands, because my right arm is getting just a tad tired, and I'm going to try and not have my palm sticking out in the way of the camera. There we go, that's a little bit better. Anyway, and I know this isn't the ideal camera position because the camera's towards the side of my face that is not illuminated. Maybe if I swung around in the other direction, walked the other direction, that might be slightly better. Anyway, my idea for the Content Warrior Challenge as well is maybe to be vlogging the process, creating a couple of, maybe not daily, but twice or three times a week, vlogs of what I'm doing during the course of a day as far as my content challenge is concerned. And I'm wanting to know from you. Let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to see a couple of vlogs as far as what does it take to knock out 3,000 plus words in a day and a video or two, and I'll vlog those processes so that you can see how I'm doing it, and maybe that's something that you can possibly emulate as well. Anyway, so that's the one idea is. But also, as far as blog post writing is concerned, over the past couple of months, I've been pushing really hard at writing the 8 novellas, editing the 8 novellas, and getting already 6 of them uploaded to Amazon, formatted into the Kindle format. But I've been drastically neglecting blog content, so I'm completely out of any sort of momentum when it comes to writing blog content. So I'm going to need to refine that momentum, refine that mojo momentum to try and ramp up my blog writing. So for many of you that don't produce that much in the line of blog content, perhaps this will be something that you'd be able to emulate and do as well, because I'm needing to find all of that motivation all over again. Do I have a list of blog posts to write? Oh yes, I've got a list of more than enough blog posts to write for the month of September. It's just a case of refinding that mojo. And speaking of which, I've got, as many of you know, I've got this channel which is about content creation and writing, and I have another channel about fitness and weight loss, because as some of you know, I'm distinctly overweight at the moment. There we go, distinctly overweight, and I'm wanting to get my body weight over the course by the end of, hopefully by my birthday, definitely by the end of the year, from its current 94 kilograms down to approximately 80 kilograms. 94 kilograms was my weigh-in 4 weeks ago. I've got another weigh-in tomorrow that I'm hoping will be down to 90 kilograms, but that'll be a wait and see type of thing. Anyway, but what I'm wanting to say is that what I'm thinking of doing, and I just need to dig around in my pocket for a while to get out my second note card, is I was thinking about making some of these vlogs of my content creation process, my writing process during the course of the month of September. I was thinking about doing some of them as following a sort of my version of the Haruki Murakami daily schedule when he's writing a novel. And as many of you know, Japanese novelist, hugely prolific, and so it's useful to be able to look at what does he do as a daily routine when he's actively busy writing a novel. And because I can't remember these things off the top of my head, I'm going to take a brief moment and read to you what Haruki says that he does, and when he's actively busy writing a novel, and then afterwards I'll do my best to explain my version of exactly that. There you go, somebody passed me on an electrical bike. Not quite what I'll be doing to emulate Haruki Murakami, but let me explain. And to be able to explain and read, I need to pause my walking for just a moment. Olive trees in the background. I think this is a reasonable backdrop to use. Anyway, Haruki Murakami says, when I'm in writing mode for a novel, I get up at 4 a.m. and work for between 5 and 6 hours. In the afternoon, I run 10 kilometers or swim 1,500 meters or do both. Then I read a bit, listen to some music, and go to bed by 9 p.m. Now, bearing in mind, Haruki Murakami is, let me see if I can set the phone down over here without it falling over. Bear with me for a couple of moments. And no, that spot doesn't work. Maybe this spot will work. No, that doesn't work. Anyway, I thought I could set the phone down on one of the stones on the stone wall and be able to elaborate with both hands. But anyway, remember, Haruki Murakami is over 70 years of age. We're talking about running 10 kilometers a day, swimming 1,500 meters a day. So he's definitely a fit individual. So looking at my level of fitness, where it stands at the moment, what I will say is, and I need to switch hands so that you don't have too much of the sun in your eyes while I'm busy walking. Anyway, so looking at running 10 kilometers. For me, in my current state of fitness, running 10 kilometers is about a 1,000 calorie burn. Swimming 1,500 meters is about a 1,500 calorie burn. Doing both would be a 2,500 calorie burn for a day. And the reason why I converted all of this into calories is that my level of fitness at the moment means that running 10 kilometers a day is not a feasible option right now. I'm going to get myself injured. Swimming 1,500 meters per day is not a feasible option because I don't have access to a swimming lap pool where I can do that type of length of swimming. Swimming 1,500 meters a day is something that I know that I would be able to do because I've done it before when I was training for the Xterra South African Championships a good few years ago and training to swim in the South African Masters Championship where I picked up a gold medal in the 1 kilometer open water. So the swimming 1,500 meters I know I would be able to do, but I know that's about a 1,500 calorie burn. So instead of doing that, what I'm looking at is Haruki Murakami's daily exercise is between 1,000 and 2,500 calories. So what I'm going to do is between walking, gym work, and riding my bicycle, and maybe a little bit of jogging, I'm going to look at the month of September to be following the Haruki Murakami program, doing between 1,000 and 2,500 calories per day worth of calorie burn, which will certainly help me on my goal of dropping weight, which is what I'm actively doing on my other YouTube channel. Getting up at 4 a.m., I don't really see that happening. But then again, bear in mind that when Haruki Murakami is in writing mode, I'm switching sides again because it's getting me a little bit too much sun glare. There we go, that's better. Haruki Murakami, living in Tokyo, Japan, during the months of the year when he's normally in writing mode, sunrise is between 5 o'clock and 5:30. So getting up at 4 a.m. for Haruki Murakami effectively means, wait, there's a nice shady spot over here that I'm going to stop. So for Haruki Murakami, getting up at 4 a.m. is effectively about an hour to an hour and a half before sunrise. At the moment, here in the south of Spain, sunrise is 7:30 a.m. So if I get up at 6, that's about an hour and a half before sunrise, and that's something that I can definitely do. So that's what I'm going to be aiming at doing, is getting up at 6, getting writing done, getting a workout in during the morning, then getting a second workout done later on in the day, and knocking out my 3,400 words a day to be able to hit my writing targets, while at the same time loosely following Haruki's program. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Let me know if you'll be joining me on a content production challenge for this month of September, and let's see if we can motivate each other to produce as much written or video content as we possibly can do. And with that, it's almost 15 minutes long, this video. I'm going to be signing off and hoping to see you all working away at your respective content challenges. Have yourself a good weekend, and I'll be starting my content challenge tomorrow. See you then.